This piping fresh episode of Insert Title Here is brought to you by Smellman's brand brown mayonnaise. Don't ask us why it's brown.
Welcome back to the Insert Title Here podcast, the only podcast to disappear for 9 months under the premise that we were looking for cigarettes and milk. I found the milk. It was in the back of the fridge. I had to reach way back in there, and it was really hard to get, and took me about 9 months to get that. The cigarettes I got on the way there. Anyway, hi, I'm Devon Ville. I do voice acting things, and together with my co-hosts, I will introduce them. Now we've got our staple host. I'm going through some shit. It's been 9 months, okay? The podcast.
Yeah, it's been 9 months. Where were you with the baby? Where were you? I was forced here with this fucking thing. It screams, it smells, it poos.
I had to get milk. I had to get milk. You know
milk.
I'm gonna get more milk.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. I'm goddamn here. It's fucking Adam with his goddamn YouTube shit. God fucking damn it. Somebody shut this fucking baby up. I hate kids.
And then our guest for today, or new staple podcast host, is our good friend Flyer. Flyer, say hi.
Is this ham processed? Because if it's processed, I don't really want it.
Fuck, I brought the ham too. God damn it. Look, Flyer, this is an unholy meat obelisk, okay? God himself was not prepared for the atrocities that we would create. There is just meat, bone, and cartilage all processed into a meat obelisk, okay?
Yes, I am aware of the porcine prism.
It also comes in low sodium if you prefer that instead.
Oh, yes, I think it for heart health.
And as you may have not noticed yet, or you have, Xander is not on the show right now. Why is he not here? He got in a fight with David Draymond and was banished to the Forbidden Zone. We don't know where he is or when he is, but we know that he is okay.
Well, what he is.
We have found 6 of the 7 Dragon Balls. We are looking for the last one to wish him back. So if you have it, please send it to the Insert Title Here podcast headquarters so that we may wish for immortality. I mean, bring our friend back.
Oh, immortality. I thought we were wishing for bitches.
No, it's just whatever you want to. I figured immortality would be fun. So we heat death.
We could get whatever we wanted.
Okay.
Oh, bitches.
Anyway, so how have you guys been? It's been a bit.
I'm good. Working on videos and stuff, and he makes it sound like we don't talk every fucking day as it is.
I mean, they don't need to know that.
Shut up.
They don't know this.
They don't know shit about my life.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm good. I'm chill. I'm relaxed. I'm inhaling, exhaling. Doing the usual human functions. Enjoying the World Cup so far. The usual.
All right, you watched that sports ball thing.
Yes, I do. Flyer.
Anyway,
how's it in the Great White North?
Oh, that's my cue. Okay.
It's okay, you'll learn.
Yeah, no. First time caller. Long time listener.
Thanks for coming on the show. How can we help you?
Yes, my favorite episode was the one where the crazy man talked about Spider-Man for 2 hours.
Oh, the one
I hope he comes back.
Mark for sure needs to come back. I know he has been offline off of Twitter for a while. Good move. That's a shit show right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that one meme from Community where he walks in holding the pizzas and the room's on fire.
Honestly, I feel it's me every time I log on to Twitter right now. Like, I don't want to get too deep into it because we'll be here for 3 fucking hours. But Grimes, you did the most ambitious I could fix him of all time, and it spectacularly backfired. Like, I'm not sure.
You did not fix, you broke.
I'm about to say, do you need a hug? Do you need a drink? Do you I don't know what you need, but
Hey, she's getting plenty from Chelsea Manning now, so it's fine.
I mean, yeah, but Twitter's kind of gone up in smoke.
Grimes, I just want to know, is that kid named after the key for Elon's crypto wallet?
They got 2 kids now. They have a second one with an equally silly name.
Was the second one just a bunch of binary code?
Was it a bit.ly link?
Let me Google this quickly.
I don't want to Google Elon's kid's name.
I got it. Elon Musk Grimes.
Here's the thing: if you try to say that kid's name over
child.
Discord, over the way we're recording right now, it's just gonna crash the server. Everything's just gonna fall apart.
Okay, yeah. The second child is Exa Dark Sidrael Musk, also known as Y.
This definitely sounds like the name of a kid for two people that when they broke up, they used the Twilight Sparkle and fucking Mordecai images. I believe those two people would name a kid Y, as in W-H-Y. Why have you done this to this child?
That kid's gonna need therapy. I mean,
okay, not to get too deep into this because we'll be here for hours. I think all of Elon Musk kids need therapy, all 15 of them.
I can't wait for them to all fight for the Emerald Mine. Unlike him, who did not have to fight for it, besides the locals.
We have been recording for 6 minutes and we've already made an apartheid joke. Fucking hellfire.
Ooh,
this guy belongs here. This guy belongs here.
Listen, I'm not like South Africa. I won't take that long to get around to it.
Oh my god! Christ on a bike! Wow,
If you dislike this episode so far, let them know to bring Xander back from the Forbidden Zone.
I need another Dragon Ball. You're just missing the one.
Yeah, please bring it to One Police Plaza, New York, New York. I will be there. I will be wearing a funny hat.
We'll be hiding in the shadows and calling yourself Deep Throat too.
No. I'll be wearing my Shrek shirt and my Papa beanie.
Wait, do you actually own a Shrek shirt?
Yes.
I'm not shocked.
Of which it is it's like a black and white type deal, but it's like bright green. Shrek's face looking rather disappointed, and then like it has Smash Mouth lyrics. Of which the lyrics didn't make sense not to live for fun.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Shrek, I saw the trailer for the Puss in Boots spin-off sequel thing.
Okay, so like I have genuinely I had no interest in it because I was just like, do I want to watch another Shrek spin-off? But then like I watched the animation. The animation looks really good actually. Yeah, it's very much inspired by the way they handled Spider-Verse's animation, and I'm like I might watch it just because of that.
I mean, it's
the thing that fucks me up about it is that you have Shrek 1,
Yes.
arguably a masterpiece. You have Shrek 2, arguably better. 3 sucks. And then you have the one that came after it, and it's just like back in form. So it's very weird thinking about the fact that Shrek used to be the torture that you went to when you got kicked off of the Prince of Egypt film project.
I never actually saw number 4. I watched the first Puss in Boots years ago. All I remember from it is like the cat, the declawed cat, the Mr. Softpaws or Sir Softpaws, whatever it's called. To be fair, that you put Antonio Banderas in anything, and I'm kind of there, so you know how it be. What? Don't give me that look. Antonio Banderas could sell me fucking water while I was drowning. Okay.
Okay, Guillermo.
Guillermo del Toro, really?
No, so I'm more or less referencing what we do in the shadows.
Okay. Antonio Banderas, like the director who wrote the most was Robert Rodriguez. Are we gonna make that joke?
Okay, well, let's talk about Spy Kids later. Back to what we're talking about.
Desperado, motherfucker! Jesus, no culture.
You're saying Spy Kids, and now I'm imagining Danny Trejo and What We Do in the Shadows.
He was in
it. He was in it.
He was. You're right.
Yeah, he's part of the Vampire Council. He's like, and it's funny because God, I'm gonna butcher his name, Taika Waititi or whatever the fuck his name is. He was all he was all like, and there's Danny with his tattoos. He's just the only vampire there with his chest out. And
with a tan. It's like, wait a minute,
because he was doing the whole bit from Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, he's doing the exact same joke. It's great.
They also had Wesley Snipes there too over Skype because he was a daywalker.
Yeah, as Blade, but Tish.
It's so dumb. That's such a good series, but
Aren't they doing a reboot for Blade for the MCU or whatever?
If they don't include the line "some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill," I will be severely disappointed and I will not watch it.
Are they gonna do
If I remember, one of the guys from The Wire was pinged to be Blade in that.
I'm not against the casting. What I'm more worried about is, will Disney let Blade be, Blade?
Radar?
What, 90s as hell?
No, R-rated as hell, because those comics were not for kids.
They're apparently okay. So I could see them letting it be rated R, because like they kind of let Doctor Strange. Spoilers for, I guess, if you haven't seen Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
If you've never seen a Sam Raimi film before.
Yeah. They kind of just like straight up murder like the Illuminati in an alternate universe, which is Reed Richards, Professor Xavier, Captain Marvel, and Captain America, but it's like the British, I guess, Agent Carter, Captain Carter, whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah, Captain Britain, I think, was the time.
They literally, like, the way that Reed Richards goes out is
they turned that man into spaghetti. It's awful.
Quite literally, just kind of, and like, oh yeah, I forgot the dude who like Boom Mouth or whatever the fuck his name is. His brain explodes.
He's gonna scream at you. It's like, no, in what mouth?
So, like that, it was a pretty brutal scene, and then they also like snapped Professor X's neck too. I was just like, that's excessive, but okay. And it's a pretty brutal scene, and I could see them letting Blade go rated R to go ahead and like show Blade go off, because I mean, like, Blade's always kind of been a bit extreme. Like, even
I mean,
like,
the only way they like let the MCU get like that before was when they shipped it off to Netflix, and now of course they're not doing the deal with Netflix anymore. So
yeah, they've got their own fucking streaming service. Oh
yeah.
Uh-oh, he's found a segue.
I don't work for Hulu anymore.
Hey!
Fuck them. It's been so long since I quit Hulu. I totally forgot that I fuck Hulu, fuck Disney, fuck all of that shit. Fuck them. I still have my stuff for free for some reason.
Shut the fuck up! I'm using it right now.
Why are you saying this out loud in public?
You honestly think anyone who works for Disney listens to this fucking podcast?
No, but that's not the point.
No,
Devon,
Anyway.
if this is the one that gets 1 million fucking views,
No.
I'm gonna drive to Texas. I'm gonna go to the border, and I'm gonna get a fucking chainsaw.
Okay. And thank you for reenacting what another psychopath Trump follower did about a year ago, I guess.
Damn.
I'm not kidding. That happened.
See,
that
I feel that was a
happened.
chainsaw, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reference, but now I'm not sure.
No, literally, a dude went to where I live now. I moved to even further Texas, South Texas, which is really nice here. I like it here.
Mexico Light.
Pretty much, yeah. A dude had a chainsaw, was like here in the city, and was just like he was a Trump supporter. He was a fucking psychopath. I was just like, that's a bit excessive, but
I was gonna use the chainsaw to cut your bushes into rude shapes. I was just gonna like type out like Devon is a cunt.
No, my bushes.
Yeah,
That'd be really impressive. You just go up to his fucking saguaros and you just carve them into letters.
Yeah.
But anyway,
what do you think I was gonna do? What kind of psychopath do you think I am? I'm British.
Yeah, exactly. He only knows how to use a knife. He doesn't know how to use a chainsaw.
Anyways, back to what we were on there, but
You better hope he doesn't find your knife bin.
Fucking Western
called a knife
Superman. Don't get me started on that.
But,
oh my god.
I think they could let Blade be rated R. I think it's fine. Am I gonna watch it? Probably not, because I don't give a shit about anything the MCU does anymore. But they could let it be rated R. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I still haven't seen anything past Endgame, by the way, and I'm kind of head is like, eh.
How have you still not watched Spider-Man? I'm gonna slap your shit.
Eh.
Wait, hold on. Which Spider-Man?
The
No Way Home.
Which one's that? Is that the one that Tobey Maguire shows up in?
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
all three of them, and yeah, I'm like, I don't know, eventually, I guess, but yeah.
Just fucking watch it already. It's good.
Maybe.
I want Andrew Garfield to be fucking happy for once.
Nah.
Love that guy.
He's English.
He
like
got
me.
screwed
Can't be
that.
happy. He's English. You can't be happy. Yeah, there is.
It's true. If he was happy, he would be Irish.
No, if he was happy, he'd be Welsh. You think the Irish are happy?
I don't think he has those type of feelings for sheep.
No. You seriously think the Irish are happy? They fucked off to the States and became even more depressed.
I think the Welsh are happy. Have you not seen that their word for cappuccino is frothy coffee?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hilarious. Hey, my family, can I get a frothy coffee? It's fucking great.
Cool, but
They're so happy.
is that really what it's called? A frothy coffee?
Depends on what part of Wales you're in, yeah.
Well, all right. I
Most
have learned a new thing.
most places in Wales you'd have probably had a chance to visit would be like Cardiff and parts of the south. You get further up north, like Aberystwyth, like fun stuff. That's where it gets spicy. By spicy, I mean you know,
You can't handle spice. What are you talking about?
sheep shaggy.
Discovers all the spices in the world, doesn't use any of them.
That was
don't. And the chicken tikka masala, blah blah blah. I got it. Yeah, whatever.
Use them. That stereotype comes from the friggin' Irish, which is further proof they're more miserable than we are.
Man on bus looking very happy. Beans, Mexican food. Man on bus looks very sad. Beans, British food.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Cock and bull torture.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know why you brought that up. That's Mal's Mellies. What the fuck is coffee?
Yeah, this
Frothy coffee, right there.
So what you won't want to try and pronounce is Welsh for extra shot there, because I can't do that.
Welsh. Shot
Chlonagle?
That looks like a fucking Bleach character's name. What the actual fuck?
I want to say it's like
Tide Kubo would definitely call the guy Shot Chlonagle.
Sickly good shut the golf. I don't know. The thing is with Welsh, it straight up sounds like it's making phlegm noises. If I'm honest with you.
So now that we have that, I don't know what the fuck that was. Something I want to go ahead and just bring up real quick. So while we were gone for a long while, new Pokemon games came out.
Oh yeah, they came out like 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, it's red and blue, but with college level words.
Yeah, pretty much. And neither of you two are playing it right now. I'm playing it currently. Me and my wife are playing it. It is bad. And this is coming from someone who's played literally every Pokemon game that's come out. It's bad. It's like you guys remember when Skyrim came out?
Yeah.
Which time?
Yeah,
The first time. The first time, 2011.
Are we talking
remember
like
that?
Fallout 4?
Feel old yet? Skyrim came out in 2008, 2011.
No, it came out in 2011.
Was it? That was 8. Hold on, now we gotta find out.
I remember it's like November 7th or November 11th, 2011. 11/11/11 was when it came out.
Years did Skyrim come out?
Years. Anyway, so like you guys remember
11.
when? Yeah, it was 11/11/11. 1/1/1/1/1/1. That's I remember that. I was there for the release date.
All right.
But anyway, so you guys remember when that came out, and the game was just like a broken, glitchy mess of a game, but it was still like playable. It was like somewhat playable. I mean, it still crashed a lot, but it was still kind of. Would you even say it was fun? I don't even know. I would say it was fun.
The Bethesda experience, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon is going through that right now. It is. I don't know how to explain it other than it needed more time. Because like people are flying through the map, doing the selfie mode. People are literally taking their Koraidon or Miraidon, your dragon Pokemon you get to ride on the back of, and they're able to go up mountains. Like they didn't code the game correctly to where
You Skyrim horse.
Basically, yeah. So like, because what happens is when you jump on an incline that your Pokemon can't go up, he kind of slides backwards. But if you jump up and turn around, he slides upwards.
So it's the Ninja Gaiden thing where I fucking hate these birds, so I'm gonna turn around and jump at them and get knocked the way I need to go.
The Ninja Gaiden thing, or the what's
Castlevania thing?
No, what's the fucking name of that?
It's
really
if the
broken PC
it's
game?
if the Skyrim horse could backwards long jump. It's fine.
What's the name of that really
Basically.
broken PC racing game where like you're a truck and
Big
like,
rigs over the
Thank
road
you.
racing?
Yeah, when you go in reverse, you go even faster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like right now.
Hey, speaking of going reverse, going faster, if you have two Joy-Cons
I saw this.
working, you just hold forward on both. Congrats, you now double speed.
Yeah,
May have been patched out already. We don't know.
I don't think it has. And then like it's also like Textures are all kind of fucked up. Characters are falling through things. Characters are walking in the middle of a battle. They'll walk through you. Pokemon are falling like off of the earth. Some of them are just like it's not finished. It feels like it feels like I'm beta testing. If I didn't know any better, I paid $60 to beta test a Pokemon game. It is without a doubt just it's bad, and I really 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 hope that just no one. I don't want to say no one buy this game, but I'm saying don't buy it right now. It's not worth the price. If you can get it on sale, get it on sale. If you buy it used, buy it used. Once they patch the game, I think it'll be fine. But I literally cannot understand how they go backwards from a game like Pokemon Legends Arceus, which was great, actually. It was put together. It was a fun game. It was very enjoyable, and it did not have game-breaking glitches like backwards long jumping up a fucking mountain. And I don't know how you go backwards from that. And it's not a money thing. I don't think it's a money thing. If it's a TCPI being greedy thing, maybe, and not putting more money into it, but it's also like it's a crunch thing, yeah. Because they're like, we gotta get this game out by the Christmas time.
It has to be out for holiday season.
No, it doesn't. Holy shit! It did not need to be out by holiday. You guys could have quite literally just come up with a DLC pack for Pokemon Legends Arceus and did that instead. You could have put that out and had that out for the holidays, and then released, like, gave Pokemon another 6 months or however long it needed to patch it and put it out then. Because this is ridiculous. This is garbage. Sonic Frontiers, which also came out like not even 2 weeks ago, is more put together than Pokemon. Yeah, and I never thought those words would come out of my fucking mouth.
I saw some really weird cope on that topic actually as well, because like I saw some tweets. I saw that Sonic 06 was trending on my. This is not trending on Twitter. This is on my tailored part of Twitter. And I click on it, and it's like some guy going, "Can we make fun of Pokemon fans now for the next 15 years because their games had a rough transition to 3D, and this game's all broken." I'm like, okay, this game looks broken from what I've seen, but I don't think it's Sonic 06 broken. Like, I was watching Devon play a few hours of it last night. Like, I have played through all of Sonic 06. We are looking right now. You are listening to the words of a fucking lunatic. Okay.
Flyer's not talking, you're talking.
Thank you. Sonic 06 is arguably one of the worst examples of a rushed, broken game I have played in the, we're going to say, modern era, in the context that it's only 15 years old, you know? And the difference is that Sega abandoned the fuck out of that almost immediately. And I can guarantee this will not be abandoned. There's too much time and money put into these Pokemon games. There's too much marketing on the line for them to not get a significant patch. Yeah. I'm hoping it's a Cyberpunk situation for you, Devon. Honestly, I really am.
And well, the thing is, and this is what people are saying, is like people are arguing, oh, the Switch just can't handle it. Bullshit.
Yeah. No,
look at Breath of the Wild. Look at Legends Arceus. Look at fucking
Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey. Look at Xenoblade 3. Like there is no fucking excuse. You guys, this is literally crunch and greed. This is bullshit. This is unacceptable. Like, I wish I could get my money back, if I'm being honest. Am I having fun with the game? Yes. Is it worth $60? Fuck no.
It'll be interesting to see how this plays out in the long run, honestly. It really will.
Yeah. I honestly just wait till it gets patched. Don't buy the game.
I haven't played Sword of Shield yet, so
those are worth the money. Go ahead, get them. I think they're fine. I think Sword and Shield are good, and I thought they were good from the day I played them.
They also have funny coughing with hat.
I love funny coughing with
hat. This
hat.
doesn't have funny coughing with hat. This has Delibird but robot.
Yeah,
it also has Tauros but water.
I will say Tauros but fire.
I still hate this cutting Pokemon out thing. I really do. Like, I understand not wanting them there for the main plot, like they did for Gen 5. You know what? It was like just the new stuff until you beat the Elite Four. But I want to get them after. You know, I wanted to.
Hold on now, Adam. This is not the first time Pokemon have been cut from a Pokedex, okay?
Yeah, this has happened multiple times.
This has happened, literally.
But you can always get them somehow, you know?
No, you couldn't.
How so?
Look at Gen 3.
Yeah.
Look at Gen 3. Whenever
nowadays maybe.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah. But like when we went from Gen 2 to Gen 3, you could not take any of your Pokemon from Gens 1 and 2 to Gen 3. You couldn't do it. And then you couldn't complete the National Pokedex until Emerald and Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Coliseum and XD had all come out. You couldn't complete the Pokedex with at least
but they were in the code,
one of the GameCube games.
Let's be real, people
they were in the
really
code,
playing the hell out of that game to get them.
Yeah, but that, without cheating and without that, you couldn't complete the Pokedex. So this isn't the first time it's happened.
But they were there in some capacity. There was a way to get them.
I understand that, but you gotta understand what I'm saying is like, you could not get them. You quite literally could not get them. They were locked out, and you had to purchase another $60 game. You had to purchase a GameCube. You had to purchase another Pokemon game. Like getting your decks complete back then compared to getting complete now is two completely different things. I don't mind that the Pokedex has been cut. I like it. I like having a smaller Pokedex. Going and having to catch 800 plus Pokemon, 1,000 plus Pokemon, fuck that. 400 Pokemon? Yeah, why not? I don't care.
Because I did it with Gen 4, I completed the Pokedex. Gen 5, I didn't really bother with it. Gen 6 is pretty straightforward to do it, because I think once you beat Gen 6, X and Y kind of came out, and everyone was doing the Wonder Trade stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gen 7, Sun and Moon. I guess at that point they had Pokemon Banks, so they had to get things back and around.
Yeah, also Pokemon Home.
Well, yeah, well, became Pokemon Home, yeah, but I just like the idea of at least having them in the code there, so I can access them later. Like, I understand them not being available, but like at least being able to, like, I don't know, transfer something random from Pokemon Bank to, from Home now, to that would be preferable to me, rather than just not having to be this in the code. Period.
I mean,
maybe
I want
to troll the game with a Giraffe Rig. Maybe.
I mean, Giraffe Rig has an evolution in the new game, so.
Okay, well, that's an example that I was missing in Sword and Shield, but like, you know what I mean? Maybe I want to take a Dunsparce and be like, hey, fuck you, Dunsparce.
Dunsparce has an evolution in the new game.
Oh my god, like, they're intentionally taking the ones that were cut from Sword and Shield to be cunts, aren't they?
I guess.
Motherfuckers.
I think it's funny. I'm sorry. Every time you keep doing that, I'm just like, well, you can do this now. And so it's just like, your argument's kind of null. I don't have to tell you. But yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, currently, they're not worth getting, and I don't think you should buy them. End of that rant. Honestly.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll turn out better. What else is coming out soon, by the way? Like, I guess there's like one more big release to come out before the end of the season.
Crisis Core remake is coming out in December. A Dragon Quest game, Dragon Quest Monsters, is coming out in December.
Hey, speaking of a Dragon Quest game, Yuji Naka insider trading.
Yeah! Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yuji Naka going to jail potentially.
How do we go from Yuji Naka? How do we go from Yuji Naka getting screwed over by Square Enix to being the hero of that story, where it's just like, yeah, no, fuck Square. Oh yeah, no, everyone agrees, to being arrested for insider trading. What? This fucking wild year for Yuji Naka, if I'm being honest.
I made a video.
Yuji Naka
with
had a real bad
Naka.
time this whole year.
Jesus Christ. Honestly, part of me wonders if like it was retaliatory by Square Enix to like bring this to light, because he won his court case against them in relation to Balan Wonderworld. Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know despite playing a lot of Ace Attorney, I don't know the intricacies of Japanese law, surprisingly, so I could not tell you.
What a shame.
Long story short, they do not pursue a case unless they are like 100% certain it's gonna like actually go well for them.
Yeah, the Japanese are notorious for it.
Yeah, they have like a 99.6 conviction rate.
Yeah,
Jesus.
No, it's stupid high. The problem is a lot of like crimes that would be like considered like somewhat difficult just don't get bothered to look at.
Yeah, they don't even look at them. I want to say the U.S. conviction rate is like 99.2 in comparison, and the scope is much different, obviously.
Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't even think on my bingo list for 2020 that was definitely not on there.
2020.
Oh my god. Sorry, COVID's fucked up my brain. So
it's 2022, Devon.
I'm aware. Time has been real fucky lately. Let's just leave it at that. All right? The never-ending march of time has completely fucked up my brain.
It's almost Thanksgiving, dude. Like we're balls deep in 2022.
What the fuck up?
We've had midterms. Christmas is coming. I've built a tall geese.
I built a God Gundam.
How was the God Gundam get?
I need to buy a replacement bit for the arm because the left arm does not want to stay in place whenever I try to pose it. Or now it does. Now it's decided I want to stay in place, father. Fuck you. Fuck you, Domon. I hate it here.
I miss these conversations with Devon.
We actually know canonically what Pokemon 1000 is.
Oh, what is it?
What's Pokemon 1000?
It's the Gimme Ghoul evolution, fucking cheese string man.
Fuck yeah.
I remember when Pokemon 666 happened and everyone freaked out because it was Vivillon, the butterfly.
It's the butterfly. The bubberfly.
Well, you know
Can't
why,
play
right?
Pokemon games, it's satanic.
Well,
It's
you know,
not.
No. You know why it's the butterfly, right? It's a Simpsons reference. No one ever suspects the butterfly.
X'd
Oh
it
my
out.
God.
No, seriously, it's like an old Simpsons bit with
Actually,
Bart dreaming of the butterfly.
so back on what Flyer just said there, that did remind me. So like, I remember in the 90s, back when Pokemania was a big thing, there were a lot of parents that I knew that would not let their kids play Pokemon because they're like, oh, it's satanic. Pikachu is a lightning demon and he electrocutes children. I'm like, what the fuck are you
grew up in the
talking
South,
about?
didn't you?
I did, obviously. Could you tell?
Yeah, I get that. I also grew up in the South, but in a very different country, where we looked at Americans doing that shit and thought, what a bunch of stupid cunts.
Yeah. It's...
Can you say that on the Horsecast?
I can. I'm British.
Yeah.
Speaking of, this man used that word to describe the dearest boy who has ever existed.
Oh my God. Okay.
Lord and Savior, the hero of all public broadcasting
God.
stations across the entirety of the
Can we give
continental
some
United
context to this
States.
before you go into this?
No.
I forgot his name, and I said...
I'm driving the bus. You're under it.
we were talking about something I thought I was talking about, and I was like, I can't remember his name. I was like, oh, what's his name? You know, the cunt who lived next to the railroads on the kids'
He
TV
did
show.
it again.
Okay, Adam, we've talked about this. You are not allowed to call Mr. Rogers a cunt. Okay? This is the last fucking time I'm going to tell you that.
I couldn't.
Even your wife agrees you cannot call this man a cunt.
That's not how it works. I understand that where you're from, you're just like, oh yeah, he's a cunt. It's whatever. Who cares? No one
Look,
cares.
if you're Australian, you can call him that because it means he's a friend.
That's what it means back home too. They nicked it from.
You don't even know what it means to serve that.
Yeah. Idiot.
Don't get mad because I serve cunt.
You don't even know what that means.
Cunt. Oh my God. I swear to God, my wife's going to hear me from the other room yelling, you don't serve cunt, and just kind of go, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
you just hear an
happening
echo
there?
in the background.
Could that be the title of this episode? Serving cunt.
No. It's not happening.
That's the unofficial title.
He called Mr. Rogers, everybody's favorite neighbor, a cunt, and we gave him just the longest lesson on like why Mr. Rogers is not only the goodest explicitly, like just a lesson on why Mr. Rogers was not only an amazing man, but saved public broadcasting as we know it. How dare you?
I just forgot the cunt's name.
I'm gonna break your fucking arms. I'm gonna go up to where you live in Pennsylvania. I'm gonna go up to your front door, and me and Fly are gonna meet up at the front door. We're gonna ring the doorbell.
At the same time.
We're gonna like, hey Liz, where's Adam at? And she's gonna direct us up there. I'm like, thanks. I'm gonna have a baseball bat, and Flyer's gonna have something, and we're just gonna beat you senseless. And we're just like, what's his name? And you're like, I don't remember. Like, you call him a cunt again. What's his fucking name? And just that's it. That's what's gonna happen. That's how you're gonna die.
Listen, you may think that the last major event of defenestration was in Prague, but it's gonna be in Philly.
I just forgot his name. I genuinely just forgot his name. I forget what we were even talking about.
We were watching. We were watching UHF.
We don't
I think.
know.
Was it UHF? No, it was a different night from the UHF thing.
No, it was the same night, wasn't it?
I can't remember. I was
because we were literally watching UHF because it was public broadcast. It was a movie about public broadcasting.
Oh yeah, that was it. And we're talking about. I was like, wasn't he a public broadcast? And I was like, I can't remember his name because he never aired in the UK.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I forgot what his name is. I know it's a really big deal. People really love him here. Cut in the red sweater, like train tracks guy.
Yeah.
And these guys just freaked out, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's how important Mr. Rogers was to the U.S. broadcasting.
I should explain to the Americans watching, trying to confuse why I'm confused. So, cunt can be used in a multitude of ways in the English language, particularly by the Brits and the Australians. The Australians have definitely embraced it more than we have, but it can be used as an insult, as a term of endearment, or just a complete term of complete forgetfulness. You're like, oh, look at this.
It's real funny that he's saying this, but he doesn't actually speak English.
Shut the fuck up. Where am I from?
Not America.
I don't know. Do you speak Scouse?
No, I'm not from Liverpool. I'm from the south of England.
Disagree.
You know where I was fucking born, you stupid twat. Come on. I'm right down south.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't confirm the location.
It's actually on my passport. I got my new passport through, and there it is, right there. Place of birth says...
I can't read that on this shit.
Yeah,
I don't know,
it's
man. It
actually
looks like
convincing.
Hebrew to me.
It actually does. Shit, it's not fucking gonna. It's
L'chaim.
Oh, this man's from Tel Aviv. L'chaim, mensch. How you doing?
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a
I don't know. That's this guy's over here, and he's doing some real sugar takes.
That's a country I would rather not visit again. But hang on, let me see if I can get the focus now, because Chichester, West Sussex, baby.
And screenshot. And
West Sus, understood.
Taking his identity.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't believe he's from Sus.
But yeah,
Amogus.
speaking of which, I got my new passport through, right? 1, ew, post-Brexit blue passport, nasty. 2, you can tell I put this in and it took them forever to get it to me because it still says her Britannic Majesty Secretary of State rather than his Britannic Majesty Secretary
Oh,
of
okay.
State. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about. I thought you were about to start complaining about your pronouns like this is like a fucking episode of King of the Hill.
Well, yeah,
No.
of course it's gonna be hers. The lettuce was in office at this time.
No, Devon Flyer. This thing goes off it's Royal
got it.
Majesties. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were that was the joke. We understand how long it took. I was making a joke. There's an episode of King of the Hill where Hank gets female put on his license and he freaks out about it.
Ah.
And looking back at that episode, actually, you haven't really watched it. I don't know if Flyers watched it, but like, it's funny seeing Hank get worked up about being misgendered, and then people will go off and misgender people, and who have watched that episode of King of the Hill and not understand why it fucks with other people. It's just like, you understand, like they don't like that, right? Like you wouldn't like it if you were misgendered, so why are you doing it? Like, when it happens to a cis person, they make a whole fucking TV show about it. Like, chill the fuck out. Stop being a dick.
Devon, can I explain this to you why they haven't absorbed the message of that?
Because they don't look past, like, the fucking funny haha cartoon man?
No.
Well, yes,
see
but
four
no.
dudes standing outside the fence drinking. That's the show, remember?
Yes, but also no. The answer is much simpler than that. It's because they're a bunch of cunts.
Ah,
There you
and
go.
he brings it back.
I bring it back.
And he uses the word correctly.
And what are its many
For the
definitions?
first
Yes.
time in this episode.
But yeah, lettuce jokes aside, this was sent off 1.5 prime ministers ago and a monarch ago. Thanks.
Okay, but how many vegetables ago?
What kind of vegetable? Oh, that was a bad one,
I
Adam.
mean, we're talking more like a lettuce, but, you know.
I was thinking more like a 90-something-year-old woman in power.
Look, I can't believe that all the IRA had to do was wait and they would win eventually.
Yeah, now they're in
But-
power. Yeah, it's just kind of funny to me that, like, I think there's a whole bunch of blanks of, like, Her Royal Majesty's, Royal Britannic, blah, 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 blah. And then they kind of went, shit, he needs a passport. Well, the king, it's a king now. That no one really wants this guy, but, because there's actually a page cut out of the back. They've actually cut out one of the pages at the back. Which is basically, I forget what it is in the old passport, but it's a page, I think it's like declaring the royal hierarchy. or
5
whatever.
fun facts about your monarch.
What,
Fact
King
number
Charles?
1, she's fucking dead.
Fact
No.
number 2, she had girl power when she invaded the Falkland Islands.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Number 3, she put girl power to good use during the Troubles.
That's Margaret Thatcher, not fucking Lizzie II.
Okay, you mean to tell me the Queen couldn't tell her, oi, could you stop being a bit of a cunt?
No, she tried to. It's Margaret Thatcher.
Hard disagree. The Queen could have told her to
Reagan told her to stop being a bit of a cunt, and she went, no. To be fair, I understand why she didn't back off on the Falklands. The other stuff, though, yeah, no, she was being a complete cunt.
I love that
there's a reason why her death day is a national holiday and why her birthday is a summoning ritual for satanic powers.
Yes.
And why her grave is a public toilet.
Hey!
True. Everyone knows that in the deep woods of England, the Druids wait until Margaret Thatcher's birthday to conduct blood rituals.
Margaret Thatcher or Prince Andrews?
Both.
Ooh.
Okay, no, las dos.
They got two attempts in a year.
But I want to go back to what we originally got on the subject about talking about Pokemon, satanic cunt, whatever. No,
Prince
so
Charles?
yeah, that was a weird
Charles,
thing, right? So like, and I will never understand the satanic panic when it came to anything ever. Like when it came to fucking card games in school. Like I used to play. I mean, I still play Yu-Gi-Oh, and when I was a kid, the one parent heard me say I tribute summon, and they about freaked the fuck out. I was like, that's what it's called. I have to send a monster to the graveyard to summon a stronger monster.
Graveyard.
And it's
You're sacrificing?
I see. It's just like
Yes, mother. The way that the Aztecs used to. I take the knife and I plunge it into the card. And then I take the heart of the cards and I use it to duel.
God, I will never forget, because we were fascinated by this shit in the UK, by the way, because I need you guys to understand as Americans, to the rest of the world, the United States is a zoo. We look at you guys and just go, look at these fucking jackasses. I remember
the Pope gave you shit for a woman writing a book about a fucking wizard. I don't want to hear this.
Yes, this is around the same time.
Pope didn't comment on Pikachu.
Also relating to the turfy witch writer. So around the Harry Potter time, there was this documentary that went. It was a radio documentary went out on Radio 2 or Radio 4, one or the other, and it was discussing the satanic witchcraft moral panic in the US, particularly around the Bible Belt. Regarding Harry Potter, because we were just like, this is one of our exports that's getting this now, because we always seen it happen with Pokemon, we always seen it happen with the hell was it they did it with before? So there was something else before. My point is, and they're doing it now with Harry Potter, and we would have sat here just going like, oh, go on then, let's see what these guys have got to say. And this guy was like, they go into the classrooms with Harry, they learn the spells with Harry, they learn the incantations with Harry, they learn the movements with Harry, they learn how to brew the potions with Harry. And we're all just listening to this, just thinking to ourselves like, my God,
they don't have anything better to do.
Like, I was just like, we were listening to this, and of course it ends with the a very curt British voice going, Reverend Scam Artist charges his parish a tithe of 45% of all income earnings, with an annual revenue stream estimated of $15 million. And I'm like, what the fuck? Sign me the hell up. How the hell? Where do I find some gullible morons to tithe $15 million a year from?
I remember.
It's cool. You go to Middle America, you put on sunglasses, you get a brightly colored robe, and you say that it is a peace camp, and then you just charge people to come.
That just sounds like Zeta Gundam.
Okay, but then you gotta get some Kool-Aid, and it's not a good time after that.
Whoa. Okay. We're staying in the States. We are not going to North Guyana.
Jesus. No, I mean, so
the
whole... No, we're gonna go to north of England.
No,
it's grim up there. But so the whole thing with Harry Potter. So my dad didn't let me read that when I was growing up for some fucking stupid reason.
Right.
Because he was just like,
I want my kid to have better taste in books. He's gonna read The Giver.
I mean, they're kids' books, they're all right.
Yeah, but it's so funny because he didn't let me read it, and it wasn't until our more religious aunt and uncle, he found out that they let their kids read Harry Potter and watch the movies. And he's like, oh, okay, whatever. And then he let me read it. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Are you serious? Like, now I can read it because they got to read? That makes no... Dad.
Yeah, pass the kosher test.
I mean, right? As books, I haven't read them since I was a kid, but they're fine. I mean, I don't fucking know.
Don't make me bust out the fucking Scots version I have right next to me at all times as a weapon.
Oh god, that finally came in?
What do you mean? I've had this for months.
Oh fuck, that's right.
I've just never gotten around to doing the reading of it.
We need to
Jesus Christ.
The thing is, okay, I read it as a I would say I didn't get to read the first Harry Potter book until I was about in high school, my freshman year of high school, and I read through all of them up until the point where Deathly Hallows came out, and I enjoyed them for what they were.
Yeah.
But it didn't make it my whole fucking personality like some people did.
I think what it is with some of those people is if they read them as they came out, you would have started reading them from the age of about 9 or 10, even younger than actually. I think the first book came out when I was 7 or 8. And the last one came out when I was in college, so I would have been 17, 18. So it makes sense, you know what I mean? It was a huge
it felt like you were growing up along with him. That was kind of the point.
Yeah. But, like, I don't want to get too deep into this because I always try to make a point of, you know, not getting too deep into these complete Muppets. But midterm election night was recently, and there's always one person comparing their candidate to Hermione Granger, and look, I need you to do me a massive favor.
Well, you know, Abbott is Voldemort, and
I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go to your
Beto
phone.
O'Rourke is the boy who lived, even though he would really prefer not to.
I need you to hold down on the Twitter app until it starts shaking if you're on an iPhone. I need you to drop it in the trash can. Or if you're on Android, I need you to hold it down, wait till the little pop-up stuff up, and hit the one that says uninstall. Okay? That's what I need you to do. Alright. And then do me a favor. Do not undo that for at least a month. Because I need you to get off the internet and touch grass for a bit.
Okay, but remember to let us know in the comments what sorting house you got put in from the BuzzFeed quiz.
Oh, fuck off.
Let us know what happens if you play Harry Potter in the PlayStation 5 exclusive. I don't fucking know.
Please
that game looks so bad.
Don't buy the anti-Semitic turf simulator for the love of fucking God.
What I can't
black
get
people
is
finally have black hair, and it's not a sports game.
What's killing me about that game, besides like the people doing their dumb... Well, I'm not going to get involved in the rhetoric online. What's killing me is how bad it looked from the get-go. The footage visibly has like stuttering and performance issues, and this is their pre-rendered like show-it-off bullshit footage. Who the fuck in their right mind like buys a game when it looks that bad from the get-go? I get that people are stupid enough to buy games on like pre-rendered CG cutscenes because people are, you know, a bunch of stupid fucking cunts. But this is like a whole extra level. Like it just looks bad when they can't even do that properly.
But Adam, I just bought Pokemon.
But Adam, you're forgetting one of the most notable examples of a Harry Potter game that, big quotes, looks bad that people will always talk about. And you know I'm telling you about PS1 Hagrid, who is a rectangle. He is an egg-shaped being.
Here's the difference. That was 2001, 2002? Maybe other than that. Like, you had a bit of wiggle room then. Not today.
No,
and for the record, the reason why the game was Quidditch World Cup on PS2. Find me.
The reason why I don't think people should buy the Harry Potter game isn't because it looks like shit, even though it does. I don't think people should buy the Harry Potter game because the entire point of the game, it takes place in the past, and you're trying to quell a goblin uprising because the goblins think they should have rights. So I mean, like,
yeah, I'm not touching. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot bow.
They're the Bankmen.
The Bankmen, you know, with the crooked noses, you know, the ones
with
that
the hooked nose and the small stature and the rubbing hands. Yeah,
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, but perhaps do the goblins have a thing for certain types of foods around the holidays, particularly ones?
Yeah, perhaps maybe some unleavened bread. They like about latke? 8 candles. I don't know.
Maybe they take the bread. Maybe they put it in a pan and they cook it till it's cakey. You know, with a certain type of root vegetable.
Here's the thing.
They have a toy made out of clay. They spin it.
Yeah.
Maybe don't buy the game if your character is actively trying to make sure other characters, other races of characters, other fucking people do not have rights. Okay?
Listen, I love games about new experiences, and I have never caused the Jewish diaspora, but I'd like to find out what it was like.
You know what game film I want? What I really want them to finally do is History of the World Part 1, the ending, of course, Jews in Space. Mel Brooks, just make a video game where it's just Jews in Space exploring
He's
space.
making History of the World 2, remember? For like Hulu or some shit?
Oh, yeah.
Would you play a game that was written by Mel Brooks?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I played a game
yeah.
written by Harlan Ellison, and it was torture.
I would. I think I would too. Okay, I know we talk about this. We've talked about this a lot outside of the podcast, obviously, because it's been 9 months. Mel Brooks is like the one, just the best comedy director, hands down. Like I recently rewatched Blazing Saddles, and
Banger.
it's a 50-year-old movie, and it still fucking holds up. It is just a fantastic film, and I will never get over it. It's just one of my favorite comedy films. I could watch it like just whenever. Like if it's on TV, if it just shows up randomly on some random channel, I will sit down and I will commit an hour and a half just to watch it. It's
not my favorite Brooks film, believe it or not.
Really?
My favorite is Spaceballs, but to be fair with you, that makes sense.
It's
I'm more into sci-fi than you are.
See, I was going to say mine's probably History of the World, just because I love that one bit between B. Arthur and Mel Brooks.
Oh, yeah. What are you?
Stand-up philosopher. I am a bullshit
artist.
Did you bullshit last week? Did you try to bullshit last week?
Oh, God. Fucking hell.
God.
I know.
I need to rewatch that. We need to watch that later. I want to watch it again, just so I can have
Spanish Inquisition is just a fucking Broadway musical segment.
No, it was the Pas de Fe, wasn't it? Not the Spanish Inquisition.
That is the Spanish Inquisition.
Good job, Adam.
Literally only happened during the Spanish Inquisition.
Uh,
And they have the juice on the fucking slot, the big giant slot machine, which is just the rack as a wheel. The synchronized swimming nuns.
I think
he's just such a fucking great director. I'm sorry. It's so good. It's just funny as hell. And I will admit, Spaceballs, it's up there for me. I love Spaceballs. That's a good one. Even Robin Hood Men in Tights is still another one of my favorites. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, Men in Tights and Dracula Dead and Loving It.
All good. Hell, Young Frankenstein. Also
Young Frankenstein is like in my top 3.
Hands down.
You take the blonde, I'll take the brunette. Love that shit. Oh my god.
Frankenstein.
You do something about that hump. What hump? It's so good. It's so good. And I honestly, I cannot. If he is making History of the World Part 2, I want to watch it. Luna,
He's
what
like
the hell are you doing in here?
He's like 105, so I don't.
I've heard
think
big
so.
rumors that he wants to do Spaceballs too, and I just remembered that one bit where it's like, "Will we ever see you again?" Yeah, the sequel, the search for more money.
Well, he's
And
got
I'm
so
like,
much
it's
to work
finally
with now.
happening. He wants some more money. The joke's completed now.
Well, he's got so much to work with now, because like back then it was just the one Star Wars trilogy and Star Trek. Now he's got 3 Star Wars trilogies to go through, and Disney
I wouldn't even
completely
say
cocked up one of those.
Yeah.
So like he's got so much material to work with. He could just be like, coming soon from Disney. Wait, what?
I mean,
Particularly-
a Disney-funded production.
Particularly if Hulu does it, like it's just gonna be like, oh my god. Oh god.
Good lord.
Adam Driver is.
Oh my god.
The son of Darth
I
Helmet.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. I just realized all these new actors that are like that could be in it. Oh my god. Okay. So I know we talked about watching UHF earlier, and because we watched it because we double featured it with Weird,
The Daniel
Yankovic
Radcliffe big quote biopic. It is the
Okay.
UHF of biopics.
Okay. All right. If we could get Daniel Radcliffe to act in a Mel Brooks film,
Yes.
where he acted in Weird, I will lose my fucking mind. Oh my god. I'll probably become my greatest and my favorite film of all time. Hands down. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care. When Daniel Radcliffe just does weird shit, it kills me. It's so fun. If you haven't watched Weird yet, I'm begging you, watch it. It's free. You can watch it on Roku's website, and it's free. And it is worth it. It is just it absolutely decimates me.
It has no right being as good as it is.
It really doesn't. And just the whole the part where he does eat it and he claims that it's an original song. He came up with it.
Straight faced, by the way.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Yeah, Michael Jackson made a song called Beat It, and it sounds exactly like your song. People are gonna think it's a parody. Fuck!" And he just gets real worked up about it.
Oh my god!
It's so. And then they made Madonna a villain, quote unquote. In the film.
What do you mean they made her?
Big quote, femme fatale.
Femme fatale.
What do you mean they made her a villain? They didn't make her anything. She just is Madonna.
No, that's not true. They made her Courtney Love.
Yeah, essentially, they made her Courtney Love in this.
I mean, they both do
minus the shotgun.
Ooh. I mean, isn't that just Madonna normally?
Anyway,
no. Courtney Love is Madonna too.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But they did such a great job with that film. The writing is great. They had the guy. Oh God, what's his name from The Office? It's gonna drive me insane. I should know his name.
Dwight.
Well, Dwight's actor.
Yeah.
Jim something.
He just looks like Dr. Demento in real life now.
Rainn Wilson. That's his fucking name. Rainn Wilson. God. He does such a great job as Dr. Demento. Yeah.
I think Dr. Demento actually shows up in the movie, like actually him.
I think my favorite part was near the end where he came back home after going to the factory. What do they make at the factory? Well, that being the recurring joke is funny, but when he came back home and then he was talking with his mom and she had gained weight. And then, they were doing lyrics.
It is completely set up for the fat joke.
And then they hard line just straight into fucking Gangsta's Paradise. And then Coolio in the audience looking pissed as hell.
No, not pissed as hell. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make a cover of this."
It's so funny. It's so good. And holy shit.
I think I said it while we were watching it, but I said this is basically UHF 2. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I guess we're going to double feature UHF. Because it is literally, if I remember correctly, the same writers, which Al and somebody else, who wrote UHF, wrote this.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. I got to check this out. Hold on. UHF.
I might be wrong, but I know Al helped write UHF, if I remember correctly. Because he definitely, if I remember, has a writing credit for Weird.
Weird Al Yankovic,
it's basically a sequel.
It's Weird Al Yankovic, Jay Levy, and Charles Holloway.
I want to say I saw Jay Levy in the credits for Weird, but I might be wrong.
Let me look. Also, Weird has a 6.9 rating on IMDb, so as it should be.
Nice. Al would approve.
And then Weird. Fuck.
Sort of the same with the drug lords in Colombia.
That was fucking
Pablo
great.
Escobar having just a regular birthday party.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, hold on, the music's too loud. He just starts fucking shooting at the mariachis.
It's Weird Al Yankovic and Eric Appel.
Damn.
So it's two different, but Weird Al still worked on it.
It's basically a sequel to UHF. Let's just be real here. If you liked UHF, you're going to like this. It is the same style. It is the same off the walls bonkers shit.
Yeah.
Only there is a severe lack of Twinkie hot dog sandwiches.
Which is a shame.
You know, I don't like Twinkies. I don't think I'd ever want to eat a Twinkie hot dog sandwich with cheese.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did have Cheese Whiz. That's right. I almost forgot.
Yeah. Oh, the other scene that cracks me up in that film is the one where so Al, quote unquote, goes to the studio. I forget where he goes. It's like he goes to the producer's studio or trying to get his music out there, and in the office are the two brothers, and it's Weird Al and
the real Weird Al. Yeah.
The real Weird Al.
The actual Weird Al.
Yeah, and then the other guy, I forget the actor's name. I know he's in like a lot of shit. He's in How I Met Your Mother and some other.
There's a lot of like bit role actors that are in this that you're like, oh, I know them from that thing.
Yeah, Jack Black makes
crammed full of them.
Conan's in it.
Hold on, let me find it.
Fake Frank Zappa shows up.
Yeah, the guy.
Will Forte. It's Will Forte.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Will Forte and Weird Al. They're in the office and they're acting as brothers.
What's the word for that? Character actor. That's it.
Yeah, and they're in the office, and then the entire scene he's just saying like, "You are the worst musician I have ever heard of, Weird Al Yankovic. You are god awful." He's just like he's going off on him, and the Weird Al's character's like, "Okay, all right."
Yeah, while this is going on, sometimes it cuts over to real Weird Al, who's getting more and more uncomfortable,
it's
as if he's the one being insulted. It's great.
It's so funny. There's a lot of great scenes in that movie. I'm not going to go over every single scene because if I did, we'd be here for the entire length of the movie, and you've seen, back to back. It's so worth watching, and the cameos are great. Just like Jack Black is in it. Seth Green.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jack Black is scummy non-Dr. Demento host.
He's Wolfman Jack.
That was it.
Yeah. And like they're playing like Pee Wee Herman is like
Pee Wee Herman is their fucking Tiny Tim.
Yeah, Gallagher, Alice Cooper, Andy Warhol is played by Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
Salvador Dali.
Great casting.
It's good. It is
a who's who of comedy motherfuckers show up.
Honestly, I was expecting Steve Martin to show up, because I know like Steve Martin's on like one of those movies where disappearing things.
He definitely seems like that he would have shown up if he got invited. I don't know if he did.
Yeah, he wasn't in it. But I mean, they had someone star as Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, that's he's very clearly not an American.
Hulk Hogan. Oh my god.
It's so good. And again, like Flyer said, it has no right to be as good as it is. It's so funny.
Do what we did, double feature it with UHF. Doesn't matter what order.
Yeah, you can watch UHF first, then watch Weird, or watch Weird, then watch UHF like we did. Which
don't forget, Kramer's in UHF.
Yes, he is.
God.
One of his actually like real good early performances. I don't know if that was one of the things that got him into Seinfeld. It might have been.
It probably was. It wouldn't shock me if it was.
I think the deal with Seinfeld was that they all knew each other, like from before. That's part of how like they all got on there.
Yeah, that may have been Kramer, Jerry, and Larry David. I don't think Jason Alexander was part of the inner circle originally.
Actually, just taking a look here at his page, I just want to see what came out first, and it looks like he was in other stuff. He was in a show called Fridays for a long time. Looks like he was like 59 episodes of that.
No, yeah, that's true.
A couple of TV movies, and then he was like in an episode of Cheers.
Yeah, I think UHF actually put him on the map.
Yeah, UHF came out.
UHF is a B film, by the way, for those of you that never heard of it before.
Yeah, UHF came out before Seinfeld did, and he did some stuff in between UHF and Seinfeld, but I feel like of all the stuff here, it was definitely UHF that stands out to me the most, probably given that I saw that out of all of these things here, and I can see that being the one that kind of put him out there. And
to our boy Raul.
And then Seinfeld ran from 89 to 98. And that's where most people know him from. Yeah. And then he didn't really do too much after Seinfeld ended.
Yeah, he basically, a lot of them retired after Seinfeld because, like, one, they all made a fuck ton of money, and two, it was like, where the hell do you go from there?
Bits. I think they all kept their stand-up bits, though. Except for, I think, Larry David, because then he pivoted into Curb Your Enthusiasm, I think.
So Larry David did not keep the stand-up. So I think all of them had done stand-up, but the guy who played Kramer. And the guy who played Kramer...
We don't talk about his stand-up. We don't talk about his stand-up.
Well, no.
Yeah.
In more recent things, because he hasn't been in a whole lot since the time he had a onstage accident. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, a complete fucking.
But he has since come around on. He's like, no. It was like, I was getting heckled, I was getting heated, and then he just kind of started saying things.
Yeah.
But she, big quote, deeply regrets. I can't say if it's real, but considering how bad it fucked him, probably real.
Yeah, he stepped away for like well over a decade. I think he disappeared for like 15 years. The next thing he appeared in was like with Jerry Seinfeld in Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Yeah.
Like it was like one of those.
Yeah. That was where I saw where he was like actually talking about it. He's like, yeah, it's just a bad time all around.
Yeah.
Will he say it?
Some people just aren't built for the stage, like live performance. No. I mean, they can't.
Not only that, it's just heckling.
Heckling is kind of like. Would you say it's an integral part of becoming a comedian? Is understanding how to
learn how to deal with it and respond to it.
Yeah.
Or rather, being a comedian in that style.
Yeah.
Like, it's just part of the job, really. And also, to be fair with you, I think the expectation is, if you get heckled, is to have a smart comeback to it. Like, there's literally a Seinfeld episode about that.
Yeah. In a more modern context, not to take away from stand-up, it's a matter of, like, how does streamer react to being called a fuck idiot?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, we've all been in Repario streams and see what happens when someone starts backseating. She breaks out the bitch baby seat.
God, that's so funny. I'm sorry. I love that she does that. She just pulls out the bitch baby seat and is just like, here you go. You want a back seat so hard, here's your baby seat.
For those who don't know, what she does is she quite literally puts a PNG on stage of like a baby booster car seat. She's like, you want a back seat? There you go. Get in. And if they keep on, it's a ban. But only after they've been roasted for 5 minutes.
I think that's the way you go about it, is you just kind of roast them back. And, like, if they don't shut up, it's just like, okay, well, then you haven't learned your lesson. Bye. And it's just... Bye. It's just really...
People like being the main character, even when the objective is to not be the main character.
Yeah, as in the words of Mark Stone, Twitter.com, the goal is to not be the main character today.
I still think it's fucked up. Wasn't Bean Dad this year?
Was he?
Bean Dad.
Oh yeah, I remember Bean Dad.
Bean Dad was the one where
that was a couple of years ago. Yeah. The kid
no, I swear Bean Dad.
I think that was like a year or two ago. I think that was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
No, it was during COVID. Hold on. No, it was last year. Okay. Yeah. No, it was last year. It was 2021.
I think this year's main character, there's a few nominations for it.
It's Elon Musk. What are you talking about? There's no other option.
It's Elon Musk and the Reddit Cbat guy.
Oh God, Cbat.
See, no, I disagree. Cbat guy is the main character of Reddit this year.
No, that spread like wildfire.
No, I'm not saying it didn't spread, but that was like, it was like you hearing about a historical event 5 towns over.
Yeah.
He was not the main character of town. He was main character of Reddit, and that spread.
Oh god, because it was all over Twitter, it was all over fucking
actual fucking music theorists came out of the woodwork to be like, how did this man fuck? We just don't know.
I used it to counter torture somebody who so someone logged in my Spotify and was
playing that's right. I was here for I fucking helped orchestrate this war crime.
Yeah, so someone logged in my TikTok and was playing some fucking song on their other Apple device, whatever the
Spotify.
I saw it. Yeah, it was on Spotify. And I was just thinking, like, why does it say I'm playing a song on Spotify? That's so weird. Because I have my Spotify hooked up to my Discord. So I was just like, that's weird. That's really weird. So I clicked on it. And I saw that, like, who the fuck is this artist? What? I'm not playing this. What is this playing? What the fuck? Someone's logged in my Spotify playing music. So then I was like, wait a second. I can control what song plays from my desktop. Guys, how do I torture this person? And then Flyer is just like, Cbat. I'm like, oh god. I'm like, and both Flyer and Reparia were both like egging me on to do Cbat, and I did it. And they logged out.
And they immediately stopped within like 10 seconds.
Oh god. So Cbat, we have learned, is perfect counter torture to someone who's logged into your shit. If you can control somebody's music and you want to get them to stop doing something, you play Cbat.
Jesus. And Toonami used to use that thing for bumper promos for Dragon Ball Z.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Apparently.
Well, Dragon Ball Super
I remember it now.
No, it's Dragon Ball Super, not Dragon Ball Z.
I wonder if you could remake Cbat but using the Dragon Ball Z dolphin noise.
Maybe.
What?
What do you mean, what? You know what I'm talking about.
No, Dragon Ball Z dolphin noise?
You know when they go... with like power moves and shit.
Oh, that noise.
I've only ever heard it referred to as the dolphin noise because it's just...
No, I could see that being called the dolphin. That's dumb as shit, but I could see it being called the dolphin.
That's why I'm saying, like, can you remake Cbat with the dolphin noise?
Maybe. Audio engineers listening, dolphin Cbat.
Dolphin Cbat.
If you can somehow figure out how to link Cbat and Flipper the Dolphins intro, I got $5.
$5 whole. Paid directly by.
Flipper comes faster than lightning.
It's just paid by the insert title here crew. It's $5 from Flyer only, not
my
me.
bounty.
I'm not giving you $5. Bounty.
Oh, by the way, make sure to also wake your parents up and say, Flyer needs your energy. Please raise your hands.
And by raise, he means credit card numbers. Please.
No, I mean actively go into your parents' room at 3 a.m. and demand. He needs your help.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, on a fucking bike.
On that note, oh my god. I was wanting to segue into talking about Yu-Gi-Oh cards because, like, when we were talking about Satanic Panic, you know, we're all the way over here with fucking Cbat, and I don't know what happened.
Editor's note, I will not stand by this Cbat slander. God damn it, it is a fucking classic, and you will all fucking put some fucking respect on its fucking goddamn name. I don't care if some weird-ass Redditor had weird sex to it. Everybody has weird sex to weird songs. You know what song I have weird sex to? Fucking Hamster Dance by the fucking Hamsters. Yeah, I don't know their name. They're just fucking hamsters. Anyway, Stan Cbat, back to your podcast.
But I do want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh cards because, like, before we got into the recording session, I was talking about like dual power, and because Adam was like, we were talking about rebuilding Adam's deck in real life, and the card Ash Blossom, which you've probably heard me bitch about 1,000 times.
It's also referred to as Ass Blast and No Fun.
Yes, Ass Blast and No Fun. Is I call her a 5-head ass Yu-Gi-Oh card because if you look at that card. It's just like so much forehead. It's not even funny.
It's a Code Lyoko character.
Yeah. Yes. Essentially, like, think of a Code Lyoko character stamped onto a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card, and there you go. That's Ash Blossom. And
imagine Seto Kaiba, but even more mid-2000s.
It's so bad. And it's just like, but it's such a critical card to the game. Like, every deck has to run this because it's just like one of those staple fucking cards now. And I was thinking, like, man, like the cheapest version is like almost like $5. It used to be like a $20, almost $30 card. Now you can get for $5. It's insane to me. And we were talking about Dual Devastator and how this pack literally is just like, this is Staple City. Like, it has like everything you need. You should just buy a pack of Dual Devastator. Look, that was gross. I'm so sorry. And it just has so many fucking good cards in it. But with that being said, I think I have a problem with Yu-Gi-Oh as it stands now as a card game, because there's just so much going on in the game, specifically with Master Duel. Because there's a certain card that they won't ban that it makes the game bad in a best of one format. Because I think I've talked about it on the show before. If I have, it was very briefly because it came out January of this year and we haven't really recorded since about February. So the card is Max C, and Max C is Max C, and it's not Goofy's son. It's, you know, it's a cockroach. And basically, you know, every time your opponent special summons a monster, you draw a card. And to counter that, you use a card you use Ash Blossom because it stops you from adding a card from your deck to your hand. And then to counter Ash Blossom, you play Called by the Grave, which negates the effect of a card in the graveyard. So every deck in the game, in order to play somewhat competitively, I know, Adam, you have the zombie deck. We'll talk about that. I don't give a shit. But to play the game competitively at like a high competitive level, every deck plays pretty much 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Max C, and then 2 Called by the Grave. And it's very frustrating because it limits creativity in deck design, I think, because then you have to play those 8 cards in every deck, and that takes up a fifth of your deck. And it's just kind of like not fun. Like if they banned Max C, I think it would be a little bit better, because then, like, here's the thing. In Master Duel, it's either a lot of the duels are going to end because someone activates Max C and then you chain Ash Blossom to negate it. And if they can't negate it, they're going to scoop. It happens.
Yeah.
And it needs to be banned because it's just bad for a best of one format. And I get why they only do a best of one format in Master Duel, because the games take pretty long as is sometimes. And you don't want to sit there and just like wait for your opponent to play solitaire and then kill you. And that's the main complaint people have with Yu-Gi-Oh! I get it. But like, the game really, really needs to ban this problem card, so then we don't have people bitching about it anymore. Because I'm tired of bitching about it. I'm tired of hearing people bitch about it. Just get rid of it already, please. Okay? Is that so much to ask? Thank you.
And I'm over here playing zombies, and like, Ash Blossom is not a huge deal to me because most of my cards require a zombie to do an effect. Ash Blossom is a zombie. Does an effect. Thanks! And I'll go again, like, you're not really stopped me from doing much of anything. Max C, I guess, can be annoying, but I haven't played the game in like forever, to be fair with you.
Yeah.
I should actually ask Rip about it, because Rip's been playing a lot of it recently. How much Max C she had to deal with recently?
Probably quite a bit. It wouldn't shock me. Even though, I mean, she doesn't play like super competitively. I genuinely wish I could play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like her and just not care about winning and losing, but my brain is like warped, and it's just like, if I'm not winning, I don't give a shit, you know? And that's a bad attitude to have about any game ever.
Yeah.
But that's just me. And I hate that. I hate it so much.
Rip's attitude of, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose in a way that's going to confuse, terrify, and bewilder my opponent. That's how you got to look at it.
But
it's all about sending a message, not winning.
No, and I get that, and I wish I could. I wish that was me. I genuinely do.
Mm.
But anyway, that's my rant about Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm done with that. How are we feeling, guys? Are we good with this episode?
I feel pretty good about it.
I feel good about it.
It's a little return to form, you know, a little slap the dick around the butt cheeks to try and get started again, but
what?
Don't make that face at me.
This has been Insert Title here. You can catch me at my Twitter, and if I ever put anything on YouTube, I might. There's some projects I've been thinking about working on. Big Gundam project I'm going to start putting together soon. You can catch Adam on his YouTube, Technical Cake Mix. He just put out a video about Obscure 2 and Obscure 1. Give it a watch. It's pretty good. And you can catch Flyer on his Twitch channel at Flyer. It's 3232, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and where he does the funny haha voices, plays Yakuza and a lot of itch.io games, which are really interesting video games. Highly recommend.
You forgot the part where he's a VTuber.
Well, he's a funny skeleton VTuber, man. I mean, I figured that's just like on the fucking front page.
Yeah, I mean, I have to assume that on the YouTube, you're gonna have a picture there.
Yeah, absolutely. If I put this on YouTube, I don't know how to. Xander, help! I don't know how to do the things you did. Help. But you can catch him on Twitch. He's a VTuber. He is a skeleton man, and we love him. And he also has some of the best emotes on Twitch. I'm just saying it right now. Beluga Pog is great, and so is
Wowie
Zowie. Just go. Whoa, cat fight. Anyway, that ends this episode. Sorry, I just heard the cats yell from the other room. So I'm gonna go. Thanks for listening, and remember, don't fight David Draymond or you get locked into the Forbidden Zone. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Meanwhile, in the Forbidden Zone. Did I just hear the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life? Where the fuck is David Draymond? Where's my... No. No. He didn't fucking take it, did he? That fucking piece of shit. Okay, where the fuck am I? I'm surrounded by literally nothing, okay? Like, the entire absence of any single concept other than me in this zone. Almost as if things are forbidden here. Well, Mom always said, if you ever find yourself in a zone full of forbidden concepts such as you, because I hate you, and I never should have had you, then you should just keep heading north, and eventually you should figure out wherever the fuck you need to go. As long as it's far away from me, son. So north I'll go. And north I shall be. For David Draymond, I fucking come for thee.